Good morning. It's day 2, and it looks like I don't have any technical difficulties today apart from my microphone. So if you can't hear me properly, please can you just let me know on the comments, because I don't know what's going on since yesterday when Facebook went down for 6 hours. Oh my Lord. It's like, what happened without social media? What do we do? I was sort of flummoxed. So I actually posted onto our Facebook group, Fitness with Ailsa, and on the 50 Shades of Menopause, what I actually managed to tape last night onto YouTube. So if you want a little bit of an update of how yesterday went, just from the comments that I'm making and some suggestions I've made, then please go and have a revisit of that. And this morning, it's all about day 2. And we are actually now in the swing of things, aren't we, for our 3-day refresh and reset. So how did yesterday go? What I'd love you to do is, over the course of the day, if you can just message me, just put a comment below and just let me know how you're feeling. Did you manage to sleep better last night? Can you feel any difference from just doing one day? Did you manage to curb some of the little habits that you've got that sort of like maybe push you off track? So every time you want to start maybe a slightly healthier habit or healthier way of doing things, is there anything that you actually managed to overcome that didn't push you off track and kept you on track with me yesterday? If not, then today is a fresh start. Always think that each day is a new day. Don't think, oh, I didn't manage it yesterday, therefore I can't do it today. You can do it any day of the week that you want to do it. You're able to do it. It's just the fact that, unfortunately, we are addicted to sugar. And one of the things that we're doing, which I'm sort of going to talk to you a little bit about today, is we are reducing the level of sugar in our bodies. Now, sugar is the culprit of a lot of things. It is what our brains love: carbohydrates. They feed off, our brains feed off carbohydrates. But when we say carbohydrates, a lot of people think that we're always talking about the bad carbohydrates. And I'm talking about things like the treats, sugar, chocolate, sweeties, cakes, biscuits, all of those sorts of things. But actually, there are some very good carbohydrates that you have, because your body needs carbohydrates to function, but you need the nutritious ones. And so when you're following the meal plan, you're actually being given good, nutritious carbohydrates so that you can actually keep the right energy levels through the day and keep everything on this balance. And so what I want you to try and do is to really try and fight those cravings that you have, fight off those things that you maybe have on a daily basis that you're used to having, and you're really going to have to sort of like choose not to do it today. So what I want you to do is, don't do the whole, oh, I shouldn't have this, I shouldn't have that. I'd really like you to say, today I'm just choosing to just follow the meal plan, and I'm just choosing to have a go at the exercise. Now, today's exercise is a really lovely one. It's a flow, strength, and stretch workout. And it's really great for, when I do exercises with my clients. Most of the time, there are those clients who really just want to do full on hit workouts, high intensity, probably high impact as well, and they want to just go at it really hard for a certain amount of time, like in a hit workout, and be done. But if you do that consistently, your body actually doesn't have time to recover. And also, when you're in your menopause, if you are dealing with stress in your daily life and you're doing sort of more like a stressful workout, you're sort of adding on stress to your body. So there are times, I always think there's a really good way of doing an ebb and flow with a workout. Yes, do a lovely hit workout. I love a hit workout. I always do mine as a low intensity but strength building workout. But do something that's also going to stretch, help you to strengthen and to calm your mind as well. And today's workout is all about that. So yesterday you did a lovely old fashioned aerobic sort of style workout, which I hope you really enjoyed. If you loved that, keep going with that. I didn't manage to post last night the workout ahead of this morning, but I did post it at 6 o'clock this morning for those of you who like to do an early morning workout. It's a really lovely flow, strength and stretch workout. And I really hope you get a chance to do that. And again, if you can do it first thing in the morning, it gets it done, it lifts your metabolism, and you feel heaps better for the rest of the day. But if you can't, it's absolutely fine. Find what works for you in your schedule. Now, I know I've got a really, really busy day today, but I managed to get my walk in at 6 o'clock this morning. just because I know that I won't be able to do that until a lot later in the day. And it just helps me lift my mind. It helps me clarify. And you'll find that if you're not used to doing things like that, it does take effort. It does take a little bit of pushing yourself to do it. But at the end of it, I don't know anybody who doesn't do a workout and doesn't feel great at the end of it. So try and just almost like hear what your brain's saying, but just ignore it a little bit and choose to carry on and do it anyway. And almost do it to prove to yourself that you don't like it, because actually probably will end up enjoying it and thinking, oh, actually that wasn't as bad as I thought. So remember, you've got to try and get in those 5 elements in the day. I hope you started with some water. I've got mine here. So got to start with your water, rehydrate your body. Try and find a clean eating program. If you're not following my meal plans, just try and cut down on caffeine and sugar throughout your day to day. You're going to start feeling the effects of this. Now, what's going to happen is day one, you're sort of like, you're so not knowing really what's going on with it. You're sort of just going with the flow. But day two, you sort of there's more of a realization, oh, actually, I'm not having what I'm used to having. And so cravings may happen, and that usually happens at a weaker time of the day, which is around about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And what happens is we all have a habit. We all have habits. So, for example, I love a cup of tea and a biscuit. And that usually, if I get that craving or that thought, it's usually around about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where my lunch is digested and it's not quite ready for supper time. So it's sort of like, oh, your brain starts thinking, oh, I think I need something. Probably you're dehydrated, so get some water into you. But also, we have this habit that we associate emotion with a habit. So if you love a cup of tea and I've already associated it with a biscuit, that means that probably if I have a cup of tea and I don't have a biscuit, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm missing out. But if I change that to being a herbal tea, which is going to be today, or even something like a peppermint tea, for example. Peppermint tea is fantastic for calming your digestion. It's got some great qualities to help peppermint tea if you have any digestive issues. So have that, but you would never associate a cup of tea with a biscuit or a piece of cake. It's sort of like it doesn't have the same link. What we want to try and do is we want to try and break some of the natural links that you have that have caused your habits. So that's why I'm trying to say, don't have your normal cup of tea or coffee. Try and have something different. And you are pushing yourself away from the norm, but actually it's going to be a good thing, because the second day, if you can get through today, keep going with everything that we're doing, get that little bit of exercise in, do a little bit of self-care. I'd love to know what your self-care is, and get to bed half an hour earlier. How many of you managed to get to bed that half an hour earlier? I did last night, and I do feel a lot better again today. I was sort of like running over on so many things that actually thinking, right, I've got to do this because I'm telling everyone else to do it, made me do it. And I do feel a bit brighter again today. So I know that if I do another night of it tonight, I'll feel brighter again. And I didn't have my normal wakefulness at the same time. So I didn't have it for so long. I did have a wakeful time, but not for so long. And that is, oh my gosh, so much better. So today is all about just keep going. I'd really love to hear how you go with the meal plan today. There's this great elixir drink that you can have first thing in the morning. We want to boost our metabolisms first thing. So that has got a little bit of cayenne pepper in it. It's got ginger, it's got some honey. It actually tastes really nice. It doesn't sound very nice, but it tastes really nice if you do the measurements as it says. I tend to now just throw in what I want, and then adjust my levels. And it does, you might want it spicier, fiery, or you might want it slightly more delicate. But have that, and then go for your smoothie, which is a carrot cake smoothie this morning. It's delicious. I'd love you to try it. If you do have any of the meals and things, please photograph them, post them, inspire others to have a go, because it's lovely to try something new. So have a go and enjoy it. But what I really want you to do is, if you do get any cravings this afternoon, there are a few things you can do. First of all, a craving lasts about 4 minutes. Your brain sort of like focuses on it, needs it. Have some water if you can, just to sort of rehydrate yourself, and just check with yourself, do I really want that, or is the water enough? If it's not, clean your teeth. Cleaning your teeth is a great way. You don't really associate wanting to eat when your mouth is really clean. Move. If you've been sitting down for long periods of time, you get getting a little bit bored probably. And when you're bored, you think about food because it's your comfort. So move, do something, get up. If you're at home, I don't know, go and stick a washing on. If you're at work, move, go and have a walk over to another colleague, or go to the kitchen, something to get that water. But move out of where you currently are for a few minutes, then come back and you'll feel a lot better. And if all else fails, go for a little handful of nuts or seeds, or maybe a little bit of fruit, just to make sure that you don't go for something that's a little bit sweeter, treatier. That would be a really good way of doing it. Anyway, have a brilliant rest of your day. Let me know how you're doing. Do comment below. If you have any questions, please do post them today. I'll try and answer them tonight. I'm back on again at 8 o'clock this evening. Love to find out how you're doing. It's always really great to know if you're finding it easy, finding it difficult. If you're finding it hard, I'd love to be able to help you try and push through and get through to day 3, because already we are getting towards halfway. Who knows? It's amazing. It just goes so fast. So have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you later. And yes, I'm hoping that I can hear lots of positive things a bit later on. See you later.